begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This will be taken short.
Frazzy? I'm playing under name is Frazzy.
Ready up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Dickerson. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down now, Dickerson fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Ready, ready. Watch the screen. You draw Porter. Under 10. 10.
On 1st down, Dickerson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Young on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He's checking.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And Young's throw there incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Young. Going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. It's Young off play action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
I haven't picked my defense yet.
Green 18. Uncle over here.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Young. Being chased out left. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
No, right?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
My guy made no fucking attempts for it at all. No, it was,
They'll run on first down. Jones. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Keep playing hard.
Second down 6 at the 43-yard line.
The run run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Take 30. Watch the slant. Hey, shoot.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's why I didn't, that's why I wasn't engaged or anything like that.
258. 54. Hey, 626. Hey, 626. Hey, shelter. Out. 36. 25. Check 20. Kelly. Don't let Kelly.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, orbit. Pull together. Right there. 50. 54 Mike. Too little. Tap. Shit. Hey, alert 3. Right now.
Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he finds his tight end, Graham. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
I did not. I did it on both sides.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Dancing to his left. Lets this one rip toward Graham. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it. But the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a give, right side. Dickerson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know.
Some of these play calls, I think
I
they're a
didn't
little
stop.
conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Young. And he's got a man. It's T.O. And they work this out past the 25. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando.
How you do that? Oh, shit, I got to go.
It's Young on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. And he will find T.O. That's complete. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They go play action. Young. That'll be caught by Rice. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
You're in the take out triangle. Yes, I know this. I'm gonna have to fucking take the away again, damn it.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Young now from the 50. Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Steve Young. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the... as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Fuck 16 wins, baby. Oh,
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Now he'll let it go deep, right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Rodgers.
Oh, my fuck.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. George Kittle, 41 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now on 2nd and 13. Young. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Steve Young. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you...
Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
I was trying to get that fucking try.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason.
Yeah.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson forced out to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Jackson on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking deep downfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
70, Indy. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Go.
On first down, Dickerson had a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And his throw is incomplete. Terrell Owens, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Being chased out left. And incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. Oh, a nice spin. Gets through, and now an opening. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left, and that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Throwing again. Jackson. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Dickerson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Ready.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Raheem Mostert, 43 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They run the counter. Dickerson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison and claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Self-muted. I didn't realize this got self-muted.
Ready. Get him on. Hey. Just like that. Just like that.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
Murray on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. He may try and run for this. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. That right there, Charles, I think is a prime example of what they're scared of. They said, yeah, you can run. We know you can take off, but be smart. He got hit pretty hard there.
A lot of these young quarterbacks, they like to tell us that they become running back.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from the 20. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Ready? Let's go.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Ready.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Set the tone, defense. Ready.
Now Mostert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Right there.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ray Guy now. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Go. Switch. Shift.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. 25 yards that time. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Nick Bosa able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 41 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Deion Sanders up to make the tackle. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On 2nd down, Dickerson. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. This is Mostert. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
A 35-yard attempt. Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Murray. Flushed out right. This is Johnson. He's got it. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Derrick Henry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Colts 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Flush to his right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Mostert. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in more.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Murray now on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Murray. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Murray. Steps away to his into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down now. Dickerson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Dickerson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one goes for 8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver. He can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Look at me, zipper.
On second down, Dickerson. And he stopped immediately there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
90 Wolf. Get it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, Dickerson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Roll out. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll get into the end zone.
Let's go. And he's quitting. I'm not sure. Hold on 1 second. I think so. Yeah.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Got so many friends going, wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And here we go. Taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.